But then I started to get a little bit bored with them. I don't think they were bringing much to it after that. So we have a lighter bit here, but this bit here is darker. Gonna game for a bit. Okay, Artsman, see you later. Well, see you next week. What game are you gonna do? I know there aren't these light bits that I'm leaving in. I know there aren't light bits on the bird. These are going to be like darker shadows, but I'm just sort of trying to mark in where I've got them, and then I've got them for later. It'll all make sense to me. go over that with the light ultramarine, just where I've left lighter bits, just so it's not completely light, because you just want the hint of where the feather lines are. I don't want to obscure them too much. And just go in with Helio Blue Reddish. Just put these little darker bits next to where you've got the lighter lines. It just sort of adds that little bit of emphasis and helps with a little bit of feather definition. I can get my words out. This light ultramarine to go over this bit. And then the cobalt blue. I need the cobalt blue greenish. I'm Not All Hate the best film franchise. In my opinion, it's Back to the Future, followed by Rocky. Back to the Future, yes. Really, really good. I enjoyed Back to the Future. Rocky, not my kind of thing. I don't really like boxing. But Back to the Future was good. I really hope they don't try and remake it, because I don't think it will come out very well. was that movie that I really liked? Oh, I think they made 2 of them. It was Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez, and they played 2 cops. Those films I really, really loved. I think in the second one there was Rosie O'Donnell and like a dog. They sort of, these 2 cops, Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez, they were always sort of like playing tricks on each other. Oh, what was that called? Stakeout. Stakeout. And Another Stakeout. Really love those. Those are well worth seeing if you've not seen those. Right, I need a Helio Blue reddish. Yeah, I have no idea what Rosie's barking at. Oh, Mango's at it now. Oh dear. Here we go. Woof, woof, woof. Putting in all these layers of blue as well is that because there are so many different layers in here, that when I come in with the slice tool, I should be able to get some more feather definition, simply because there are so many blues that I've added in here, from like the base layers to all the different colours that I've put into the feathers underneath. Hopefully that will work quite well. We shall see, won't we? I'd hate to mess up Jamie's bird.
Walk in the shadowland, nobody's innocent. Hand in mouth, we live like demons. Stuck in the phantom zone, lost in the thunderdome. Twilight ruled the day. Found the impossible, now we're unstoppable. Taking off the world beneath us. Strong under pressure, we'll make it together. Our universe will change. Freedom, looking down a telescope. Starlight, never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Straight to the galaxy, faster than sanity. Left behind a land forsaken. Black holes and meteors, riding and shooting stars. Feeling
If you want to mess up anything, I give you full permission to mess up the unnamed cat. Thank you for your permission, Jamie. I really appreciate that. Oh, hello, visitors. James! Oh, is this my one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, look what's arrived, everybody!
Yeah.
Anxiety Gang merch. I'll have to put a picture. Oh, I'll have to model it. Oh my gosh. That's really cool. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's really good quality as well.
Where can you get one?
Where can you get one? Well, I believe if you go to James's channel and type in !merch, a link for that will come up. You can also go to his. It's very good quality. It's thick as well, like that other beanie I've got that's really quite thick.
Yeah, the other one you stole from me. Yeah.
The other one that I stole from you, yes. But yeah, thank you, because this is really helpful when I go on dog walks in winter. I like the colours as well.
They ship worldwide? Yes, they do.
Yes, they ship worldwide. Yes. Thank you, James. Oh my god, that's so cool. Look, that's really nice and thick. And it's so soft. I'm really pleased with that. That is really going to keep my head warm on dog walks. Fluff on it already, look at that. But yeah, that's good. I like that. Yay, cute little bat. And it arrived on Friday the 13th, which is awesome. There you go, Jamie, thank you for putting in the link. Yep. So you too can look as stylish as Nicolette when she goes out on her dog walks. To be honest, I thought the tea fairy was arriving, but you know, I'll accept the hat. That's good. Right, so I just wanted just to have this coming down here, and then I think I'm going to use the slice tool on this bit now. Right, so I'm going to use the slice tool. This is just, for those that don't know, this is just a ceramic bladed knife that you can buy from craft art supplies, craft art supply shops, or Amazon, or any other retailer. So just where I've put in those little ridges, I'm just gonna pull down the edges. Because feathers are very, they look soft, but they're very spindly when you look down at their construction. If you do get one to add to your drawing, just every now and again remember to lift the colour off the blade. Oh, Becca! Thank you! Tea Fairy has arrived! She changed from Nick to Becca. Everyone say hi to Becca. Look, I got my hat. It's cool, isn't it? No! Oh, Jamie, come on. Thank you, Becca. Oh, Dad made it. Thanks. She's gone now. I'll tell her that you said hello. Becca doesn't very often come in my room while I'm streaming.
One of 8 billion down in the mud, strange children, lonely and lost, but we still run. Fight 'cause we must. We kill and we survive. Poisonous raindrops. We hope for the day when the rain stops. Until then we stay under grain rocks and live with our pain, just trying to stay alive. The sky
Slurp of tea. God, that's sweet. How many sugars did you put in that? Crikey me. I can see the marks on the paper. Apparently there's a thing you can get called an artist's glove. And it just covers like these two fingers here so that when your hand is on the paper you're not pushing colours and marks onto the paper. I might have to get one. Who knows? Right. Just using the dark indigo, I think so. Right, so that goes down here. I'm just looking to see where this shadow goes with this.
You're alone in the jungle now. You wanna make a fire but don't know how. You're alone in the jungle now, trying to survive. You're alone in the jungle now. You wanna make a fire but don't know how. You're alone in the jungle now, full of stupid monkeys. Monkeys think they're really smart, always knew it from the start. They came up with science and arts, covering their monkey parts. Monkeys are confused, always asking why. Monkeys are scared, they don't want to die. Monkeys pray to gods and then they fight about whose god is right. You know it's just another monkey. 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 You know you're 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 just another monkey. When you join the monkey choir, just another monkey. When you learn what it's about, you're just another monkey.
What have I done to the mic? Oh, I moved it out of the way. I had a cup of tea. Does it sound okay now?
They wanna make a fire but don't know how. They're alone in the desert now, trying to survive. They're alone in the desert now. They wanna make a fire but don't know how. They're alone in the desert now, and you're the stupid monkey. You know that you're really smart, always knew it from the start. You have power, you have heart, you could save the planet, but there's stupid monkeys everywhere. They don't give a heck, no, they don't care. Keep everything themselves, they only share tears, no thoughts and prayer. And they run, run around, around, around they run, so proud of what they own. And they run, run around, around, around they run, frightened to be alone. Yeah, we run, run around, around, around we run, so proud of what we own. And we run, run around, around, around we run, but you know you're not alone.
Perfect. Good, good, good. Yeah, sorry, I move it out of the way so that I can partake of my tea. And sometimes I forget to move it back, because you don't need to hear me slurping my tea. back to FIFA. Right, I need to go cobalt blue greenish. I'm just gonna smooth this out over the top. Oh, the song. Portal striker Madrid, Ronaldo. Let me put some of these blues away because I've got so many of them out and about. Out and about. Now I'm going to use the Helio Blue Reddish. And I need my dark indigo back. Okay, now which bit do I want to do next? Need that soft blue, don't I? So I think we'll do this leg here. Parts of the underside of this bird, now that I've zoomed in on my iPad, is really quite hang on, I'll show you. It's really quite blurry, the underside of this picture, so trying to get the definition on this is going to be a little bit harder, but we shall give it a go.
Come real close, if only for a moment. going and show me what'll happen when we let love win. 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 When we let love win.
And I need just to like, I'm just going to use warm grey 4 just here, just where the feathers change from the grey to the blue. So it blends in a little bit. And I need a sort of, I'm going to try this Prussian blue. Where you've got this sort of confluence, there's a word for you, of the blue and the grey joining together, it just sort of bleeds into each other. Blue looks beautiful. Thank you. I kind of feel like I want to take this section just a little bit darker though, so I might go back to that because I feel like this part of the bird seems to be one kind of blue and this part of the bird seems to be a different kind of blue. Whereas in the picture it looks like this bit is darker than this bit, so I think I might have to go over this bit again and just do it darker, but that's a job for later, Nicolette. Let me have a sip of tea. Just saw that shadow that I'd not put in. Better. Going to use the middle phthalo blue. Today Nick started experimenting with a new character, a new agent on Valorant. He normally plays Sova, or he normally plays Brim. Brim or Sova are the two that he sticks to, but yesterday when we were playing a couple of Spike Rush and we did a couple of 1v1 custom games, he played KO, which surprised me. I think he doesn't quite fully understand KO's kit. But I've never played KO, so I couldn't really advise him, but have to get him to play some of the female characters. I don't think he's given any of those a try yet. Hopefully, if I manage to get the deep clean of my kitchen done this weekend, I will have some time to stream a little bit of Valo. But I'm debating, chat, because I kept saying to myself I need a second monitor so that when I stream Valo I can see what's happening in chat. I know there's a way to overlay the chat onto the screen, and I have tried it and I just cannot get it to work for me. But I do think a second screen would be useful for a variety of reasons, not just for streaming but for some other things. And I'm just debating whether to order one or not, and a little stand that sort of clips to the desk so that I can have two screens side by side, like a support, it's like a support mast thing for it. And whether to order another camera so that you can see me. I haven't decided whether I really want to do that or not. Thoughts? Thoughts on whether I should get a second monitor or not. It's like, it's going to be about 200 quid. So I'm like, I'm really one of these people who hate spending money. I will rather sit and spend nothing, and I don't really spend things on myself. I have a really hard time spending money on myself. I will buy things for other people, so, you know, gifts, presents, or if I'm out and about and I see something in a shop and I think, oh my god, Nick would love that, he would love that t-shirt, or Becca would love that, or oh, James would like this, or Jared would like this chocolate bar. I will, you know, whether it's something small or medium or more expensive, I will buy it for other people without thinking about it. But when it comes to buying stuff for myself, I have a really hard time sort of justifying it in my head as to whether I should or not. As there's a voice in my head telling me that it's just selfish. Which is ridiculous, because it's not, right? If it will make my stream better and easier for me and easier for when I do my other work, then that's what's important, right? I have 2 monitors. I'm currently thinking about a third one. Yeah. See, James has got 3 monitors. I would never need 3 monitors. But, so if you've got 2 then, Faisal, do you find that that's really helpful for you? You don't have one, right? Okay. You're just looking at this on your phone. It's just that my desk that I work on is really quite small. It's hang on, I can measure it. It is 39 inches across. So trying to fit 2 monitors onto that I think might be a little bit excessive, which is why I kind of feel like I need the stand. And the stand is like, I can get a stand quite easily for like 28 quid. And then there's the monitor cost on top of that. And I'm just like, I guess in my head I am trying to justify spending money on myself. Because I just, like I said, I have a really hard time buying stuff for myself. I've got this story, right? When I first knew Nick, this is the sort of person I am, and this is the sort of person I have been my entire life. When I first knew Nick and moved down to live with him, we lived in Surrey. We lived in Surbiton in Surrey, and I can tell you that because I don't live there anymore. And there was this one particular day where I wanted to go shopping in Kingston upon Thames. And if you've ever been to Kingston upon Thames in Surrey, it's lovely. It's a really good shopping area. It's a really nice area to go shopping in. And yeah, anyway, I said to Nick, right, I'm going shopping. He gave me his credit card and said, buy what you want. Okay? Said, whatever you want, buy it. Now, to some people, that would be like giving them the keys to heaven, right? It would be just like kid in a candy shop, supermarket dash, getting anything that you wanted and just going for it. I went into Kingston to look for things for myself, and I was in Kingston for about 4 hours. When I came home, does anybody want to guess how much money I had spent? Or what I had bought for myself? And Nick had given me his credit card and said, buy whatever you want. If Faisal's a little bit closer, I bought myself a packet of Polos. And I think that was like, at the time it was like 20 something p. I can't remember how much a packet of Polo was back in, this would have been 1998. So a while back. I bought myself a packet of Polos. Didn't buy anything else, didn't buy a book, didn't buy any clothes, nothing. And when he came home from work, and he was like, well, tell me what you bought then, tell me what you bought. And I didn't buy anything. I just think he just looked at me gone out, like he was expecting there to be quite a hefty bill on his credit card. No, just no. This was back in the day when we had a bit more money, because we didn't have kids at this point, so we'd been drained by the children. But I just cannot go out and buy myself things. It's ridiculous. I'm going to use the ultramarine. I'm still like that today. I will, like when we went to London, when we went to James, went with James to London for the whole Mandem meetup thing. I mean, London is like a mecca for shopping, right? And we went in so many bookshops. And yes, I did buy myself some books, but I could have bought a heck of a lot more, but I didn't, because I couldn't justify in my own head spending money on myself. It's ridiculous.
You took your shield and sword, said you have to go, left me and went to war. Now I'm looking at the moon, nothing left of you but this little tune. Do you know
Cost you a fiver just to breathe in London. Well, yeah, sure it does. I think it all comes from the fact that when I was a kid, like, my mum and dad didn't have any money, right? And I very much remember, I have this image in my head that I remember really clearly of, on a Friday, my mum and dad would sort of sit on the living room floor, and they'd have an A4 piece of paper, and there'd be all the people that they needed to pay on this paper, all the bills, you know, catalogues, everything, all the expenses. And they would have their pay packet on one side, because back in that day you did actually used to get the physical cash, and they would put it on that side, and they would go through and they would tick which ones they could afford to pay that week. And by the time the money that had come in had moved over to this side that was going out, they'd not got to the bottom of the list. And that happened every week. So every week they had to decide which payment they were going to miss. And then next week they would pay that one and miss the others. And they would just sort of... It was always just... I remember just this struggle for money, right? And I can remember plenty of times going to the supermarket with my mum to get food, and the amount of times we would get to the till and they would ring it up and it would be too much, and we would have to put stuff back because we just couldn't afford it. And it was just, I don't know, I just always sort of grew up with this thing that money is not to be wasted. Money is precious, and well, I mean, of course it is, and you have to be careful with it, and you have to budget. And I'm so used to budgeting and not overspending, because, well, we didn't do overspending in my house. And I think it all comes from there, because Nick will tell you, if we go to Tesco or Asda or whichever supermarket you want to insert there, I will only ever get the small trolley. I won't get the big deep trolleys. Nick will Nick will get the big deep trolleys if he's there on his own, and he will fill it because he's used to not having to scrimp and save. And I always tell him off because he buys more than he should. But if I go, I will always get the shallow little trolley, and I will only put one layer in it. I won't stack stuff on top. And so they always tell me off when I come back from the shops. And the kids are always like, who's been to the shops? Was it mum or was it dad? And when they find out it was me, they go, there's not going to be much in then. And it's simply because I just cannot bring myself to put a lot of things in the shopping trolley, because it just makes me feel so uncomfortable. I just get so stressed. It's ridiculous, and all this is sort of like a hangover from my childhood. relatable. I'm glad it's relatable, because I was sort of, as I was saying it, I was thinking, oh god, this probably sounds awful. People are probably thinking, what's she going on about? But so.
Once around on the shoulders of giants, forged with amber and gold. An empire stood through
Right. Okay.
stories of peace and foretold.
Right, so I need. I'm just going to use the Prussian blue just to sort of get that dark shadow under there.
Held up the legends of bounty, reaping the peace that they sowed. By one in secret planted grief.
That's a bit better. I've got Nick watching The Witcher at the moment, so I've watched it all. He's sort of on catch up, so he's watching that at the moment. I'm not looking forward to whoever's going to take over the Witcher role from Henry Cavill, because I've kind of got used to seeing him as it, and I think when they suddenly change the actor halfway through, it's going to be weird. I'm just trying to think if there's been any show where the new actor that has come in has been better than the first. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. You're halfway through season 2. Oh, God, well, I won't say too much then. Obviously. I really love The Witcher. I haven't read the books though. The books are meant to be just as good, and I'm like, I think I might read the books. Oh, the auntie from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, yes. Wasn't it the wife? Wasn't it the wife? It was the wife, wasn't it, that changed? The wife of Uncle Phil? And obviously, if we're going to go into that, then we have to mention Uncle Albert was better, well, better than Grandad. Different from Grandad, but I think I actually preferred Uncle Albert. Where do you stand on that, Jamie? Because I know that you are huge Only Fools and Horses fan. So if you had to come and make a choice, is it Uncle Albert or Grandad? I know, but it was like that older family relative that they had. That was a huge part of the show that they were sort of looking after and had living with them. That's what I meant by that, I guess. But who would you choose? Would it be Grandad or would it be Uncle Albert? I'm just gonna... we only got 3 seasons of Grandad, unfortunately, but Albert is my favourite. He was an amazing replacement. Yeah, I think so too. More of your favourite moments, yeah. During the war? I never used to start one of those stories, it's during the war moments. You just knew you were gonna get a really great joke. Right, okay, so that is where I think I am going to leave it today. So he's getting there. I think I just need to tone up this blue to help it match, even though in the picture it's not the same, but I do feel it needs to match up a little bit more. And started on this leg, so I think next Friday we'll move along on his underbelly, or we'll start on the tail and come back this way. I haven't quite decided, but yeah, so there we go. So enjoy the rest of Friday the 13th, guys. Thank you for joining me. Pleasure as always. And if I don't stream Valorant over the weekend, I will see you on Monday as usual. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Love to you all. Bye.